Okay guys, today we're going to be talking about something I like to call training the opposition or conditioning them to play a certain way. Now obviously we know not to be predictable, not to play the same spots over and over again, as it will become easy for the team to flash you out and kill you. What I'm talking about here is playing in a predictable way, but then being unpredictable about it. So for the thing you see in the background here, I'm just going to be playing a whole lot of video clips of the ways you can do this. So obviously you can see me in Pop Dog here. One way you can play train is not to play in Pop Dog, play further back on the bomb site, back train. Say you do this, play around Ivy and stuff, say you do that for the first 4 or 5 rounds of the game. The other team's going to come out, they never play Pop, they get relaxed, and they start just coming down there freely. You can get in there, maybe 5 rounds later, pick up a kill or 2. Same thing with brown holes here. Say you just play on the B site, play the solo guy there, then all of a sudden you peek it later on. Again, they're going to be called out after 3 or 4 rounds if you're not doing it. Obviously, this kind of thing will not work at the highest level of play because everyone at that level of play is expecting the unexpected, because you've got in-game leaders, you've got counter-strategy and stuff. If you're playing at a level where other teams are going to be watching your demos and counter-strateging you, this tactic probably won't work that well, but it could work out. So you see in the background, apps again, good for this kind of thing. You can often play, or a lot of teams will play outside of apps when they're locking down the A side of Inferno. Teams will get relaxed. They'll get their one guy to jump in balcony, one guy to come in from T apps, and they'll just kind of walk in. They'll get relaxed about it after a few rounds. I think, there's never anyone here. They'll start off throwing their mollies to flash people out, and then you can start peeking it. You can even get really aggressive, as I'm going to show here, and peek out something like this. Have a look down. I mean, these are all examples of stuff you can do. Again, after a few rounds of not doing it and playing more passive. So I'm talking more about the CT side here. So you play passive, and then all of a sudden you get in their face after 3 or 4 rounds. And it should work out good. The other team will probably get relaxed, maybe try and save some of their flashes and mollies when they execute onto the side itself, because they'd be thinking that you're giving them the map control, you're not really contesting it at all. So then when you do contest it, you're going to be caught off guard, a bit lazy, trying to save some of their utility. So I'm just going to let this last clip here, and then I'm going to go more in depth of how I like to do it on Overpass in Connector specifically. That's my favourite way to do it. Just quickly here, Nuke. You can run down Secret here, as we all know, have a peek there. One of the more common ones, along with those Cobble peaks I just showed before, but you can use it after a few rounds. The other teams walk down freely a few rounds, they might think, no one's going to be here, and you can pop out, get a kill or 2, disappear, come back a couple of rounds later. Okay guys, so Overpass, my favourite place to do this is in Connector. So you can play A site, as we all know, quite happily. You can get your players in toilets, play angles like this with your AWP or whatever, and then just fall back to site. And I'll often start a game doing this for the first, you got pistol round, and depending on you win or whatever, but then I'll do the next maybe 2 gun rounds or whatever. I'll just play more passive with my teammate, or tell my team to play more passive on site, and we can get a pretty good hold going from site, maybe a bit up long. Then maybe the 5th or 6th round is the CT side. I'll tell my AWPer, instead of contesting Fountain early on, which a lot of people will do, have their AWPer peek here up on the stairs or whatever, I'll tell him, go into Connector, I'll come with you. Another team will come up, my teammates will come, they'll Molotov, as I've shown in other videos, Molotov here, get short control. And what I'll do is I'll just get my AWPer, instead of doing what he normally does and us playing, I'll just get him to come here and lock down this area. And a lot of the time what the T's will do is they'll start off with their set pieces. They'll be like, right, we're going to get up. Molotov, this is we're coming up. And then soon they'll start working out. They'll be like, there's never anyone here. So the call will go out. They never play anyone Connector. We can go there easy. And then all of a sudden you're there 5 or 6 rounds later. Or not later, but like 3 rounds later or whatever. And one of them's dead, maybe 2 depending how you play. Obviously for Connector you need an escape plan. So say you do have your AWPer come here, you've got to have a teammate with him to help him get back out this way. I think that's too risky. Overpass has got really quick rotates. You can even, as I said, get the players to get short control. He can peek this as he thinks. You can just walk out here, close the door again, run back around to the A site, and you can just play from site like I was saying before. And because of the quick rotations and Overpass, you can do that. That's it guys. Quick video there, a little short one. Let me know what you think. I think the video quality should be better. I changed a few settings, but also let me know about that, and I'll catch you guys later.